Welcome back to the Med Review. This is the Med Review number 3. I am Freddie Dub with Dope Dub Records. I have partnered up again with the EIHC, Evie's Integrated Healthcare. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over 2 strains, Tahoe Alien and Purple Haze. And I know that's popular. A lot of people heard about that. That's kind of why I wanted to do that one. Also, we're going to do the new segment, My Mix, where I mix 2 strains and I tell you about, how I felt with that. And I'm going to give you the link to the first song off Dope Dub Records, which is Get Off My Cloud, which is the instrumental that you're hearing right now. And as I promised, we'll be going through the Bible and showing you proof that cannabis was in the Bible. For all you people that say that cannabis is bad and everything, we're going to show you from the beginning. So, okay, let's go ahead and start with, also I like to say, you can catch us on Facebook and YouTube. And on Facebook, you can catch us under the Canna Nurse and Can We All Get Along. Evie's going to be back, the holidays. Oh, matter of fact, happy holidays, and I hope you have a happy new year. So, Evie's going to be back due to the holidays. She didn't get to do her catalog, but she'll be back with an hour-long show, and she'll be having a giveaway, so you might want to tune into that. Now, like I said, we usually go to Smoking Gun, but for this show we went to Emerald Fields, and Emerald Fields is right there in Colorado. Real nice setup, real nice people, and they provided us the Tahoe Alien and Purple Haze. So, okay. And, I also wanted to show you my little bag that I carry. You can tell it don't take much to make me happy. I was in an art store. Art is like a Goodwill or a second hand type store out here in Denver. And so this is what I keep my medicine in. And I'm pretty proud of it. I wanted to show you the setup that's in this thing. You got a spot for your tubes, your pre-rolls right here. I keep my lighter right here. I got a place for my medical containers. Also got room for my other kind of containers. You flip it around. You open it up, you got a spot for your packs like this. I think this one is Goji OG, Neville's Ghost. Let's see what else we got here. Green crack, and I'll be talking about green crack later. But you keep all your stuff. You're nice and tidy. You put all your junk in here. You got your scissors in there. You got your grinder, a little spot for your grinder. So, if you, and I think this was a makeup bag, if I'm not mistaken. So, if you're out and you like this kind of setup, go get you the little makeup bag, man. Keep your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're gonna jump right into Tahoe Alien because I got a lot of information from the Bible that I want to give you. Okay, now this is Tahoe Alien, like I said. And let's see where this comes in. This comes in at 21.2 THC and absolutely 0 CBD. Now this, and even I noticed even with strands that have a lower CBD, they still give you that type of relief. You know what I mean? Uh, like pain relief I'm talking about. Okay. So the information on Tahoe Alien is it's a 60/40 indica dominant hybrid. Uh, that will carry you straight into the cosmos. This review right here that I'm telling you, usually what we do is we pick two strains. I give you the review from Leafly, or usually the write up from the dispensary that we get it from, and then I give you my own take on it, what I felt personally, how it affected me. So again, this is Tahoe Alien. We got this from Emerald Fields right here in Denver, Colorado. And this explanation of Tahoe is off of Leafly. And it says Tahoe Alien is a 60/40 indica dominant hybrid. And it's a mixed breed combining Tahoe OG Kush and Alien Kush. Now this is a stronger, like I said, this has absolutely no CBD. So this was had a pretty nice effect on it. You're definitely going to feel the THC with this strain, and it also says that it has a subtle earthy aroma with notes of lemon and pine. It says, prepare yourself for a full body abduction that leaves behind stress, pain, insomnia, and nausea. And I agree with that. Just like I said before, even though you don't have a high concentration of CBD, you'll still feel the effects of pain relief. You get that. And other things. The Tahoe Alien effects, off of Leafly, they say you'll be relaxed, happy, hungry, creative, euphoric, all of those, which I agree. The medical side of the Tahoe Alien, they say, it relieves pain, stress, headaches, lack of appetite, and nausea, which I also agree with. The negatives, they say, are paranoia, dry mouth, and dry eyes. And Freddie Dub does agree with that. But also, man, if these higher THC strains, if you happen to smoke a lot of it, it's going to make you drowsy or sleepy. So I do want to advise you about the amount of the higher THC, lower CBD combinations. Okay, so now, like I promised you, man, we like to give you information as well as just show us smoking herb or whatever. So when we started, we wanted to start from the beginning. So I said, let's go to the Bible. Why not start right there at the beginning? Oh, hold on before I do that. Let's go through the Tahoe Alien. It does relieve pain. So if you take that, you'll have a little pain relief. It does make you creative. I'm going to say personally, if you smoke too much of it, you're going to get sleepy and couch locked. Okay, and you're gonna be hungry. You're really gonna be hungry. Doesn't make you horny at all. And it does give you a little upper. So for the excitement, you got it's okay. For Tahoe Alien, it does relieve pain. If you smoke too much, you will be couch locked. You will get sleepy. You don't get horny at all off of it. It will give you some excitement, a little pepper in your step right there. You will be creative. You'll be more open to things, and you will definitely be hungry. Okay, so we finna hit this Bible, man. I'm finna show you exactly how it started. Okay, so cannabis was mentioned in the Old Testament several times. The original pronouncement was cannabasum, and there are different spellings there. It's KANEH-BOSEM, and sometimes they'll spell it without the E, cannabasum. So the first mention of it, let me start right here. In Genesis, we're going to say it says, "Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the earth and every tree that has fruit in it." So right there off the bat in Genesis, God tells you, I'm giving you the right to use every plant that bears seed. And if I'm not mistaken, cannabis plants bear seeds. Okay, so the first mention of cannabasum in the Old Testament appears with the prophet Moses, when Moses discovered the angel of the Lord in the flames of a fire from within a bush. And everybody has heard the burning bush story. Well, that bush was a cannabis bush. The sacred character of hemp in the biblical times is evident from Exodus 30:22 through 23, the verses, where Moses was instructed by God to anoint the meeting tent and all its furnishings with special prepared oil containing hemp. Throughout the Old Testament, there are mentions of cannabasum and hemp playing sacred parts, vital parts in the lifestyle of the people. And so that's why we do this show, because we want to show you that that cannabis shouldn't be criminalized, that it's an important part of our life that we should have been implemented. And we just getting the information, out that we needed to learn. So, okay, so now the second mention of cannabasum is in the Song of Songs 4 and 14, where it says, your plants are orchards of pomegranates with choice fruits, and with henna and nard and saffron, kenna and cinnamon, with every kind of incense tree. So there's another mention, and one of them, the uses of cannabasum was for fragrant aroma. Matter of fact, canna means reed or hemp, and balsam means aroma. So that's how that comes together. So the third mention in the Bible of cannabasum, which is cannabis, the next direct reference to cannabasum appears in Isaiah, where God is reprimanding the Israelites for, among other things, not supplying him with his due of holy herb. So before I even read this uh, scripture here, it's saying that God Himself was requiring uh, cannabis for Himself from the people. Okay, so Isaiah 43, and this is verses 23 through 24. You have not brought any kennel for me, or lavished on me the fat of your sacrifices, but you have burdened me with your sins and wearied me with your offenses. It's almost kind of like He's saying, uh, you want me to deal with your problems, but I gotta smoke and think about this. I need some candle to uh, enlighten myself. Almost. Does it not sound like that? Or am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? He said, "You have not brought me any you have not brought any candle for me, or lavished on me any fat of your sacrifices, but you have burdened me with your sins and wearied me with your offenses." Okay, so that's what it sounds like to me. But you could take that any way you want. But right there it says that God Himself asked for candle from the people as a sacrifice. Okay, so the fourth appearance of cannabis in the Old Testament is in Jeremiah. And by this time, it seems that Yahweh's taste for the herb has declined. So in Jeremiah 6 and 20, He says, "What do I care about incense from Sheba or Kenna from a distant land? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable. Your sacrifices do not please me." So at that time in the Bible, He must have been really displeased with the people, because He didn't even want He didn't want none of their sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? So He must have. I'm gonna have to go back and read up. I'm gonna give you more on that one later and tell you why uh, the kennel was not acceptable. I should have did that from the beginning. Let's see. So now the final biblical reference to kennel appears in Ezekiel in a passage called "Lament for Tyre." And Ezekiel 27:19 says, "Danates and Greeks from Yazul brought your merchandise. They exchanged wrought iron, cassia, and kenna for your wares." Now we just pointing out that cannabis has been here. It's gonna be here. It's a part of life. It's been a part of people's lives, and for us to get better as a people medically, we have to have this legalized. You know what I mean? Now, I wrote down some other references out of the Bible that might go along with the cannabis movement. I found some other references in the Bible that I'm going to share with you. In Genesis 9:3, it says, "Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things." Uh, and right there, it explains. I want you to hold on to the word meat right there, because meat has a different meaning than just like meat of a cow. This goes along with it. Before this was said, Genesis 9. In Genesis 1:29 through 31, it says, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth. To you it will be for meat. And God saw everything that He had made was good, and behold, it was very good." Now, the word meat then is meaning a staple or sustaining the meat of your like the meat of your story, or so it tells you right there that we are supposed to use the every herb bearing seed plant as the meat of our life, sustaining. Okay, another one is Ezekiel 34:29. It says, I will rise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. Which basically says, I'm giving you this cannabis plant. It has many uses. You can sustain your life with this plant. You know what I mean? So, if you want me to go deeper into the cannabis and the use of cannabis under this video, just make your comment that yes, you would like me to go deeper. We'll go deeper into the background of cannabis, and we're gonna go right into the review of Purple Haze. Okay, like I said, we're gonna be reviewing the strain Purple Haze, and everybody knows the Jimi Hendrix song Purple Haze. But while I was sitting here, man, I guess maybe I never really listened to the lyrics or paid attention, but he's talking about, or to me, he's talking about smoking Purple Haze, and maybe everybody knew this already. But I want to explain the lyrics of Purple Haze, if you don't mind, so you can hear what he says. He says, okay, give me time on this. Purple haze all in my brain. Lately things, they don't seem the same. Acting funny, and I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Okay, so that's the first verse. Now let me go to the second verse. Purple haze all around, the smoke is all around. Don't know whether I'm going up or down. He's so high, he don't know whether he going up or down. Am I happy or am I in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me, referring to the herb as a woman, just like Rick James did with Mary Jane. Now I'm going to send you to the next part. Purple haze all in my eyes. And you know your eyes red when you get. He's so high, he don't know if it's day or night. You got me blowing my mind. He's so high, he don't know if it's tomorrow or the end of time. Man. Then he say, help me. He's so high, he say, help me. Okay, man, that's Purple Haze. That blew my mind when I went over that, man. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Okay, so Purple Haze. Let's see where this comes in. This comes in at 21% THC, and this one also has 0 CBD. And that's why I kind of picked these, because I wanted, I know we've been going over more medical strains, so I wanted to come back and give you something with a little higher THC for those that like a more THC effect. Okay, so let's see what they say. Again, this is Leafly's review of Purple Haze. And they say, popularized by Jimi Hendrix, 1967 classic, Purple Haze delivers a dreamy burst of euphoria that brings veteran consumers back to their psychedelic heyday. This nostalgic sativa staple remains cherished for its high energy cerebral stimulation that awakens creativity and blissful contentment throughout the day. Purple Haze is believed to have descended from parents Purple Tie and Haze, who pass on a mix of sweet and earthy flavors underscored by notes of berry and sharp spice. So that sounds about that's a good review, man. Because this strain you can taste that pininess, you can taste that deep earthy flavor like they say, and the spice, but you can also taste that a fruity type taste, like I don't know, they say berry, but I don't know. It's that's a nice taste right there. You'll love Purple Haze, man. I was severely pleased with Purple Haze. Okay, so the effects they say on Leafly are uplifted, happy, euphoric, relaxed, and energetic. Medically, it's for stress, depression, pain. Helps with lack of appetite and headaches. The negatives are dry mouth, dry eyes, headache, dizzy, and paranoia. I can see where somebody that's not really into smoking would smoke Purple Haze and get paranoid. Let's see. Okay, so let's go over Purple Haze. It's good for pain, even though it has no CBD. You'll be excited, gives you an uplift. It doesn't really make you hungry, or at least not me. You doesn't really get couch lock. You do get kind of creative because you're kind of up and alert with that. So okay, we have it's good for pain. You'll be energetic. You won't be hungry. It doesn't make you horny. It doesn't make you sleepy if you smoke more than a blunt or two or something.
My mix.
So this is the segment of the show that I call My Mix, where I get two strains and I mix them myself and give it a name. For this instance, I'm mixing Purple Haze and Green Crack. So let's see. Purple Haze we had earlier in the show, and we said that the THC level was 21%, 0 CBD, and Green Crack comes in at 20.94 to 22 THC, very low CBD, 0.05. So you can See that these are two very high strains in THC. When I smoked it, man, it's a high, like a not a real overcoming high. It's a smooth high. Like you could tell the purple haze in it, but you can also feel that green crack. And the smell when it burned, green crack smells so good. Almost smell like almost like Fruity Pebbles cereal. But I think you enjoy this mixture of purple haze and green crack, man. The flowery smell of the green crack goes real good with the spicy, deeper taste of the purple haze. And so let me give you a review of it, man. I think it'll be good for pain. Oh, you know this one good. Doesn't make you horny. Doesn't make you hungry either. I think you get kind of creative off of it. And it doesn't create couch lock and doesn't necessarily get you excited, but you're not gonna. It's kind of a good middle combination. So that's what I got from green crack and purple haze. Try it out, man. I think you're gonna like it. Okay, man. I hope you enjoyed our third med review, where we reviewed Tahoe Alien and Purple Haze from Emerald Fields right here in Colorado. Don't forget to look us up on Facebook and YouTube. Under Facebook, we are under the Canna Nurse and Canna We All Get Along. I am Freddie Dub of Dope Dub Records. What you're hearing now is the first song off of Dope Dub Records, Get Off My Cloud. So under this post, we'll be posting the link for you to get to SoundCloud and listen to that song. And don't forget that Evie will be back with an hour-long show and giveaways, right? So you want to catch us. That's in a couple of weeks, so you need to pay attention. So for Freddie Dub in the EIHC, this is the Med Review number 3. And we out.